in terms of getting as many eyeballs as possible, whether it's in the theatre? How do you feel like a film like this can just cut through that white noise?
This film should be everywhere. I don't know why it isn't everywhere. I don't know why the media aren't all talking about it all of the time. Well, I do know, because obviously it highlights their complicity in the destruction of our society. But there's always an opportunity to stop and do better and actually fight for the people. Unfortunately, the media is largely owned by more and more billionaires and technocrats, so that's harder to achieve. But this is a call to arms, not just for the public, but also for the media, to recognise their footprint in all of this, in the destruction and chaos and war and genocide that we see in the world today. His ability to spotlight the truth of what was happening in Iraq helped bring the Iraq war to a close. Like, he's a pivotal figure in that injustice coming to an end. He holds politicians and the media accountable, and that's what we should all be doing. We should stop just expecting headlines to give us the full story. We should start looking into who's funding all these stories. We should stop participating in this bipartisan nonsense when really all of us need the same things. All of us ultimately want the same things. We all have far more in common than we have as differences, and we need to recognise that we're all being deliberately turned against each other by the powers that be, because if we're all staring at each other, we won't look up at them. And Julian Assange has risked his life and given his life to making sure we look up at them and we don't stop looking. So I hope there are theatrical releases. I hope the media get behind this. It's not too late to undo the crimes of previous generations of journalists who participated in all of this chaos and madness. And the people need to get out and they need to talk about this. And influencers need to get out and they need to talk about this. It's only controversial if only a few of us take that on. If everyone does it, it becomes mainstream and we can shift narratives. We've done it before, and I believe this is our last opportunity to even have this conversation, because we are running out of the right to protest, the right to free speech. We have 90-year-olds being arrested in central London, people being arrested over their social media posts. Everything is closing in on us, including the ability to even search our information, because our AI is where most people are getting their information, and unfortunately that information is being filtered by the people who fund that AI. So this is our last chance. It's over soon. It's over forever soon. We are running out of any opportunity to ever again have any idea what's going on, what's actually going on. So if we don't stand up now, we're done. We're done, and we have no control, and there'll be nothing we can do about it. And there's no Julian Assange even who can come and save us once that happens. So this is your last shot. Make 2026 the year that we actually fight back and gain some form of autonomy as to where our tax dollars are going, what it's funding, who is in power of our lives. I'm incredibly scared to be 40 years old, and I've lived this long and always have some semblance of an idea of what the world is going to look like 2 years from now, 5 years from now. This is the first time I've had absolutely no idea. And that's because of all of the things that he's spotlighting in this film. So shame on anyone who is disrupting the limelight on a movie that's winning all of the biggest awards, has so much critical acclaim, and is so pivotal to our generation. This is one of the most important documentaries I've ever seen. This is my second time seeing it tonight. I only saw it the first time a week ago and was so blown away I had to come back. This is pivotal because we are struggling to trust our mainstream media. We're struggling to figure out where to get our information, and this film shines a light on how corrupt our media and our government have been at times, and how much they've hidden from us, and how important it is that we each as individuals don't just look to a Julian Assange to give us the information we need to protect us. We need to be doing due diligence to look into where we're getting our information, who is funding that information. We need to look beyond headlines. We need to no longer take things at face value. We're running out of opportunities to protest. They're making it harder for us to fight back. They're making it harder for us to find information. You have giant global technocrats who are creating endless hurdles between us and the information that we have every right to know, given that it's our tax dollars that are going towards these atrocities that are being committed, that we don't have any opportunity to consent towards. And so I feel very passionately that we all step up now as our rights are disintegrating and take this one last opportunity that we have left in history to fight back and protect ourselves and protect the other people that get hurt by those in power.